Yo, what's up guys? The Legend Tuna and I'm back with another episode of Tuna's Tips video series where I show you the upcoming raid bosses in Pokemon Go, give you the best idea of counters to use to maximize your success. If that sounds like something you like to see more of, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. We'll catch you in another episode. This episode though, the first episode of Tuna's Tips of the new year, we are going to be covering Zekrom. That's right, you guys. We have Zekrom returning into raids January 10th. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. local time. It's going to be here all the way until Wednesday, January 18th at 10 a.m. local time. There's also going to be a raid hour on January 11th from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. Poke Battler shows us the top 30 counters to use against Zekrom. We're going to cover the Shadow and Mega types first. Then we'll cover non-Shadows and non-Mega, since not everybody has access to Shadow and Mega Pokemon. They may not have them powered up. So let's head on over and check out those counters. Now you guys, Zekrom down below is a Dragon and Electric type Pokemon. It's going to have a maximum CP, same as Reshiram, of 2307 when it's not weather boosted, and 2884 when it is weather boosted. It will be weather boosted in windy and rainy weather conditions. I've got the non-shiny and shiny version shown down below. It's going to be weak to Dragon, Ground, Ice, and Fairy types, okay? Dragon, Ground, Ice, and Fairy types. Over here, I've got the top 30 counters, including the Shadows Megas. Let's cover those right now. Your top Shadow counter, well, let's go over Megas first. Lead with your Megas or bring them in first, second, or third slot, right? Help out your team the most. When you bring a Mega Pokemon, it's going to increase the damage of like type Pokemon's moves by what, 30-20% extra damage. It's good. Bring them. Your top counter, Mega Salamence. Mega Salamence comes out tomorrow. Also, if you catch one, you get some Mega Energy. Bring your Mega Salamence if it's powered up. Make sure it's got Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor on it. If you don't have access to a Mega Salamence, bring a Mega Latios or Latias. Latios and Latias, make sure they have Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw on them to deal some damage. We don't have access to Primal Groudon yet. Not sure why that's showing up on there, but don't bring your Primal Groudon. I wish. There's Mega Latias right there. We covered that with the Latios. Keep going. Somewhere on here, we're going to have some other Megas. There are more. Trust me. Charizard and Alakazam. Charizard for Dragon type. So if you're boosting your Dragon type counters, bring your Mega Charizard. Either one of them will do fine. X is going to be a little bit better than Y. Mega Alakazam is up there because it has Dazzling Gleam and it does a lot of damage, but Mega Alakazam is going to be a Psychic Mega type, so you're not going to be bringing other Psychic types, right? So maybe not so much on the Mega Alakazam. It does deal a lot of damage if that's your only choice, but it's not going to be boosting too many of your allies or your friends who are in battle there with you in this raid. Keep going. You got Mega Swampert. That's going to boost your ground type damages. Make sure it's got Mud Shot and Earthquake if your raid party's bringing a lot of ground types. There's your other Mega Charizard. That's Mega Charizard Y, and that covers our Megas, right? Looking at Shadows, your highest damage Shadow, lowest time to win, shows up, and it's it's a Shadow Mamoswine with Mud Slap and Avalanche with Ice moves. Avalanche over high horsepower. Mud Slap and Avalanche. Next up is Shadow Dragonite. Make sure it's got Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw. Shadow Salamence does a lot of damage as well too. Dragon Tail and Outrage on that. Outrage is a Community Day move, so if you have Outrage, bring it with Outrage. Palkia! No, Palkia is not even a Shadow. What am I talking about? Shadow Latias, that's what we're talking about. Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw on that Latios. Keep going. We got Gardevoir up there as a Fairy type. Charm and Dazzling Gleam. Shadow Latias shows up with Dragon Breath and Outrage. You also could bring a Shadow Mewtwo with Ice Beam. Make sure it has Ice Beam. That is not an elite TM move. Ice Beam is always available. Mewtwo's got quite a few different charge moves that it has access to. Psycho Cut and Ice Beam might be doing quite a bit of damage in there if you have a Mewtwo. Keep going, and then your last choice up there in the top 30 is going to be Weavile. There will be other Shadow choices and other Mega choices that may still do a super effective damage. Bring those. Don't bring Pokemon that aren't going to deal super effective damage, all right? That covers our Shadows and Megas. Let's check out the non-Shadow, non-Megas at level 40. Palkia is going to be your lowest time to win. Make sure it's got Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor on it. You could also bring, look, if you look at the top 6 counters here, they're all dragon types. The only exception is Kyurem. It is a dragon type, but its charge move is an ice type, okay? So that's why I'm going to bring a Dragon Mega. Palkia, Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Outrage, Zekrom with Dragon Breath and Outrage, Reshiram with Dragon Breath, Draco Meteor, Kyurem with its new move Glaciate, Dragon Breath and Glaciate. You also have Dialga up there with Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor. We'll go to further down the list there. Even number 7 is Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Outrage. Then you get to Mamoswine with Ice moves, Mud Slap and Avalanche. Dragonite with Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw. Salamence with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor. Wonder why that's not Outrage on there and it's Draco Meteor. Interesting. Latios with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. Then you get to Landorus, Theron Form with Mudshot and Earthquake as a ground type, okay? Excadrill follows up there with Mud Slap and Drill Run. You also have Groudon with Dragon Tail and Earthquake, followed by Haxorus. Make sure your Haxorus has Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw on it if you bring that. Galarian Darumaka is an Ice type Pokemon. Ice Fang and Avalanche on that bad boy. The other form, Genie form of Landorus, Mudshot and Earth Power on that one. You bring Rhyperior, make sure it's got Mud Slap and Earthquake. Not Rock Wrecker, Earthquake, okay? But don't get rid of Rock Wrecker if Rock Wrecker's on your Rhyperior, okay? That is a legacy move. Don't get rid of that. Zacian Hero with Snarl and Play Rough as fairy type. Latias with Dragon Breath and Outrage. Gardevoir shows up there. It's a fairy type with Charm and Dazzling Gleam. Even Hydreigon with Dragon Breath and Dragon Pulse. You guys might have some higher level Hydreigons from the community day. If it is level 50, it's going to do a little bit more damage than what it's showing here. But Hydreigon is a decent choice, readily available, right? Xurkitree as an electric type, but it has Dazzling Gleam. It does a lot of damage, so Glass Cannon, but ranks at 23. There are some other choices that are better, but if you want to bring your Xurkitree, bring your Xurkitree. Weavile as a Ice type with Ice Shard and Avalanche. Bring your Weavile if you want. Mewtwo, again, non-shadow with Ice Beam and Psycho Cut. Togekiss as a fairy type attacker with Charm, Dazzling Gleam. Crocodile if you're getting spicy. Mud Slap and Earthquake, ground moves. Glaceon, Frost Breath and Avalanche. Tyrantrum with Dragon Tail and Outrage. And also Tina with Dragon Tail and Dragon Pulse. If you guys have never made a team, I'm going to show you that real fast here. Let's head on over. Now that we've seen the counters, if you've never made a team in Pokemon Go for raiding, click on your Pokeball on the bottom of the screen. Click the battle button in the middle right. Slide over to party and go all the way down. I've got my party pre-made right here, but I've got a bigger version of it over on the left-hand side of the screen there. As you see, I'm going to be leading with a Mega Latios. It's going to have Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. I'm going to be boosting damage for dragon types with that Latios, okay? So, and then we're going to follow that up with a Rayquaza that's Dragon Tail and Outrage. My Rayquaza, I think, is level 48 or 49. It's close. All of those things, my first 3 choices are level 50s. My Haxorus and my Dragonite are level 40, however. But I'm bringing a whole team of dragons because that's pretty fun. So second, we'll have Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Outrage. Third, we'll have Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Outrage. Fourth, let's get a Dialga in there, our level 50 best buddy Dialga that we use for PvP with Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor. Then we'll follow that up with a Haxorus, Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw. And if we manage to get there, we've got Dragonite with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. That's going to pretty much cover everything that we have here, you guys. Look forward to see what teams you guys bring, or if you guys even show up and raid with us on Twitch TV. I'm live every day, 7 days a week. Twitch TV/Legend Tuna. If this video helped you at all, make sure you give us a thumbs up. That's awesome. It really helps us out. But if you are looking for raids, you need a place to raid, come on over and join us over at the Twitch channel. We'll get you into some raids. It's a good time. Hope to see you there. Stay safe out there. Peace.